Hey guys, what's up? It's Rob, and I'm gonna say this the same way I said it in the last time I did a personal kind of commentary. You don't have to watch. This is gonna be just me pretty much expressing what I need to say. Like, I just need to say this and, get my feelings out there. I don't care who watches, I just need to do this. I did one a while ago for about my best friend and stuff like that, so yeah, like I said, you don't have to watch this, and this kind of sucks that it happened on Christmas Day, or Christmas Eve, I guess, the 24th. So I guess I'm just gonna start talking about this. It's a usual Christmas like event that me and my family have, where me and my close family, like cousins, uncles, aunts, and stuff like that, go up to my grandmother's house every Christmas Eve, and we have a nice dinner, and we stay up there about 8 or 9 o'clock, till 8 or 9 o'clock, So it's just like a nice family tradition, and the night started off really great. Obviously, it was a fun time, especially the last couple of years have been great, because my oldest cousin has a very young son named Noah. So he's just so funny. This year he was walking around and like pulling chairs around, and so much funny stuff. So that was great, and this is the part that I didn't like. After dinner, and like after opening all these presents, or after letting Noah try opening all these presents and stuff, I'm gonna try keeping names out of this. I just said his name. Besides that, so after that, we're opening presents, or letting him open his presents and stuff like that, and we're cleaning up everything, and because our grandmother's she's 74 right now. She doesn't really know technology too much, and my grandfather passed away a while ago. I think now it's been 18, almost 19, almost 16 years. So we thought we'd get her like a DVD player, and we had some old videotapes of my grandfather, converted to DVD and stuff like that. And besides just those very special videos, we thought it would be a cool idea to get her some like old TV shows and old movies that she'd like, stuff like that, and then just like go up there and watch them every once in a while. So here comes the bad part. I think this is where it started. Me and my uncle and my brother were trying to hook up this DVD player for her, because, like I said, she's new to technology stuff. She doesn't really know what she's doing. So we're trying to hook it up, and after about 10-15 minutes, we found out that the component cables they gave us, like the yellow one, snapped inside the DVD player. So I think this is where my uncle started getting very pissed off, and this is where everybody kind of started seeing what was happening. Yeah, he got pissed off, and I'm sorry, I'm trying to not cry too much in this, but I probably will. Like I said, he got pissed off, and it was a very bad part. He was, like I said, he got pissed off. I can't blurt this out, I'm sorry. So he's mad, and he's in there screaming. Well, he's not really angry at all until my grandmother innocently, like I said, she doesn't know technology. See, she innocently asked what happened with the DVD player, like why they couldn't get it working. She was just curious. She doesn't know why it wasn't working. She doesn't know technology. Like I said, she's 74, and she really just doesn't know this stuff. But as soon as that question was asked, my uncle just snapped. And keep in mind, My uncle, this uncle that I'm talking about, I really did admire. He was someone in the family I looked up to. I thought he was an awesome person. So yeah, he snapped from that one question, and this is the part I really just couldn't believe. He pushed. My grandmother was just trying to talk to him, saying, calm down, because he started getting really angry. And so he starts pushing my grandmother, and he's her son, so he starts pushing his own mom around, and like telling her to get out of the way and stuff like that. And if my family members weren't standing near her, she probably could have fell and broke her legs or something just very terrible. At that moment, everybody was just in shock that he was actually pushing his own mother, my grandmother, and all my cousins' grandmother around like that. When she, like I said, innocently, very, very innocently, just asked what happened, like why it wasn't working. I know that could be a spark for it, but like I said, she was just curious. She doesn't know technology. So, like I said, he pushes her around, and she starts trying to tell him that you don't push her around. She's his mom. You don't do that to your own mother. It's just wrong. You don't do that to my grandmother. And so after he does this, he goes into my grandmother's room, because that's where we lay like all our coats and stuff. He grabs his coat, and my grandmother's in the way again, so she's trying to talk to him. He pushes her again, and he just storms out of the house. He broke part of the door, like the screen door we had. He broke part of the screen door off, and like we had to get like a screwdriver and stuff like that to actually fix it, because he literally broke like these pieces completely out of their place, and we couldn't just slide them back on the door and everything like that. And as soon as he stormed out that door, I was so tempted to just go out there. I mean, my uncle that I looked up to literally just did that to my grandmother, and I couldn't believe this. I was ready to just go out there and start screaming at him, or whatever I could. I was just angry. I couldn't believe that he just did that and stormed out like that because she asked an innocent question. So after he storms out, we start talking about this. My aunt, who's married to him, starts telling us what's going on, and it's kind of scary. I know this situation because my brother was in this situation. He has something in his brain that he needs to take medicine for, or he can get like really, really angry. I know this though because my brother has the same thing. He takes pills. He stays constant with taking the pills, because if he doesn't, he gets really angry. So yeah, it's like a chemical imbalance or something. I think they said like that. So he doesn't take these pills. They said he hasn't taken them in months, and he's only been getting angrier. And then I come to find out that he's actually been choking my aunt, and he's been hurting my cousins, like their daughters. I just couldn't believe that he was doing this, because before this time I thought he was the nicest person. Yes, people do get angry. Yes, people do have times where they just get really mad, but like I said, I couldn't believe that he actually pushed my grandmother around like that, and then he actually has been hurting my cousins and my aunt. I was literally crying at this point. I think everybody else in my family was just trying to hold it in, but I'll admit it, I don't really care. I will cry when I need to. I'm not gonna hold in feelings like Macho Man or whatever. I don't really give a fuck. So yeah, we can't. So after we all talk about this, and we're saying that we might have to like get a doctor to sign him into a psycho ward and stuff like this, because like I said, he hasn't been taking these pills in months, and it's just getting worse and worse because he's not taking the medicine to balance this imbalance in his brain that makes him angry. So most of the other people left the room at this time, and it was me, my aunt, and my grandmother in the kitchen. And my aunt looked away for a second to look at, like, I guess to just look away and like cry and stuff, because she was crying a lot before. She was crying, and my mom was comforting her and stuff like that. So yeah, after that though, like I said, when it was just me, my aunt, and my grandmother, my aunt looked away, and my head was turned at this time, not towards my grandmother, but as soon as my aunt looked away, I saw my grandmother just collapse. She wanted to put her head just down on the table, and I just saw her crying, like she was holding it back until people looked away. And I couldn't believe that my uncle, like I said, the person that I admired in my family, I thought was so cool, could actually be this unstable, you know, literally would not take his pills just because he didn't want to or something, and then be able to get this angry at my family. And like I said, especially my grandmother, she's getting 74. You do not push someone like that around. They can get seriously hurt. So yeah, she just started crying, and I told her, after everybody else left, I told her she can call me. I'll come up there whenever she needs something, because I'm just really disappointed in my uncle. I couldn't believe that he did this. So I took up enough of your time, I guess. If you stayed through and listened to this, thank you. If you haven't, I really don't blame you, and obviously you won't hear this. But yeah. Merry Christmas to anybody else, I guess, if you guys can still have a good Christmas. Mine's obviously been really, really damaged by this. So, yep. See you guys.